How in the heck is Batman beating Freddy Krueger? Y'all know I'm a Batman fan. Best superhero of all time. But there are some villains I'm like, yeah, he beat Superman. I mean, with planning and all that, but this is a spirit world. I mean, this one, there's no way he can do this himself. It makes me think of that one Justice League episode where a guy would haunt your dreams. He was doing it to certain members of the Justice League, and he tried to do Batman, and it didn't work because Batman, if you see the episode, you know what I'm talking about. But Batman was playing with them using his mind. I love that one line he said, "My mind is not a good place to be." And he did this whole song that made the villain go crazy and all that. But Freddy Krueger is a different kind of person you're dealing with. Like the spirit realm and all that, he actually can... Like, eventually, Batman has to fall asleep. And Freddy Krueger got all day to wait on Batman. And what is Batman going to do when he's in his world? You know what I'm saying? That villain I was talking about in Justice League was a little different. You know, he had the ability, the guy had to sit there and do all that stuff, but if you find him and outsmart him, you know, you're good. Freddy Krueger is somebody, eventually you're going to have to see him. There's no way you can sing and hum your way out of that. You know, you might annoy Freddy Krueger a little bit, but eventually Batman's going to be asleep, whether if he wants to or not. And how does he stop that? Constantine? Well, you know, Dr. Fate. He would probably need Dr. Fate. He'll have to go to Dr. Fate's headquarters and go to sleep there and let Dr. Fate or his wife cater to Batman in his dreams, in his brain, or something like. I don't know. I'm interested in seeing it. There's no way he's doing this by himself. He needs someone like Dr. Fate. We'll see though. Shout out to the Nexus. I haven't reacted to videos in a while, but love what he does with his these what if moments, like what can Batman do against certain individuals. And I'm really interested in seeing how does he stop Freddy Krueger. So let's get into it.
You are the Dark Knight, facing fear every night, aren't you? But here, you're just another scared child. There is no mask, no Batcave, just me, you, and your worst nightmares. Wake up if you can, little bat, or stay in my world forever.
In Gotham, I face fear every night, but there's one creature that goes beyond physical terror.
Yes.
Freddy Krueger. Pennywise terrorizes children in Derry, but Krueger, he hunts us all in our dreams, where not even I can escape. There's no hiding place, no waking up, unless you know my plan. Tell me in the comments, who would win a battle for the Dominion of Fear, Freddy Krueger or Pennywise? The answer might surprise you,
Freddy Krueger,
but don't sleep before finding out. Frederick Charles Krueger, a gardener who became the terror of Springwood. His crimes against children were so heinous that not even Arkham's files dare to document them. Justice failed, and parents took justice into their own hands. Fire should have been his end. But death was just the beginning. What few know is that Krueger transcended physical existence. He transformed into something that not even my years of training with Ra's al Ghul prepared me to face. A being who dominates the dream realm, turning our deepest fears into reality. Unlike the psychopaths who inhabit Gotham's streets, Freddy can't be stopped with handcuffs or prison walls. He is the embodiment of psychological terror, and for the first time in years, he made me question if I'm really prepared. After months of investigation, I cataloged every aspect of Krueger's power. In the dream realm, he's practically omnipotent. He can manifest any nightmare, distort reality, and more disturbingly, cause real physical damage through dreams. His claws aren't just symbols, they're extensions of his corrupted will. But every weapon has its weak point. Through detailed reports from Springwood survivors, I discovered something crucial. Freddy's power is directly linked to his victim's fear. The more terror he inspires, the stronger he becomes. It's a vicious cycle he's perfected over decades. However, I found something no one else noticed, a pattern that will change everything. During brief moments, when a victim manages to bring dream elements into reality, Krueger becomes vulnerable. It's in these microseconds of transition between dream and wakefulness that his spectral form can be attacked, and that's exactly where my plan begins. As they say in Gotham, sometimes you need to embrace the nightmare to defeat the monster. To face Krueger, I developed a protocol.
I will say that. I didn't even think about, I forgot about how he gets stronger with fear. He's not going to get stronger going at Batman, because Batman's not going to throw out fear, for Krueger. I still believe it's going to be a problem, even with this counterattack that Batman has, but we know for certain that he's not going to feed off of Batman's fear. That's one thing that we know you're not going to get out of Batman. Unless you're Scarecrow and have the fear gas, it's a whole different story.
As the limits between science and nightmare. The first phase of the plan requires something I've trained for years: absolute mind control. Through controlled micro-sleeps, each lasting exactly 47 seconds, I can enter Krueger's domain on my own terms, not as a victim, but as a calculated invader. Lucius Fox developed a neural monitoring system specifically for this mission. Every heartbeat, every brain wave is monitored with military precision. The suit I designed isn't just armor, it's a complete neural interface, equipped with automatic adrenaline injectors. If Krueger tries to trap me in the nightmare, the system instantly activates the Forced Awakening protocol. But that's just the beginning. The real challenge was preparing my mind. I spent months in simulations, reliving every trauma, every fear. My parents' death, Joker's laugh, Bane's pit. I turned each nightmare into a weapon, because to beat Freddy, I need to do something he'd never expect. I need to turn his own realm of nightmares against him. And when he realizes the trap, it'll be too late. The crucial moment is when Krueger is pulled into our reality. The environment will already be prepared, a meticulously designed trap for his worst nightmare. The confrontation site is a special chamber in the depths of the Batcave. The walls are lined with high-intensity UV light panels, recreating the infernal heat that originally destroyed him. Every dark corner, every shadow where he could hide, can be instantly illuminated. I developed a specific chemical compound, mixing ketamine and halothane in precise proportions.
Dang, Batman, you could do all that? I mean, this is coming from a huge fan. Batman has done some crazy things, created some crazy things. But he's naming all this to counter using Lucius Fox or shout out to Lucius Fox. I'm sitting here like, dude, you be thinking, Bats. Goodness gracious.
Ventilation system is prepared to release this sedative mist at the exact moment. But the real trump
all the years of being a fan of Batman, I still get amazed of all this stuff he comes up with.
In precise proportions. The ventilation system is prepared to release this sedative mist at the exact moment. But the real trump card is the thermal traps, strategically positioned thermite cartridges that can be remotely activated. Freddy might be a master of fear in dreams, but here, in my territory, he'll face something worse than nightmares. He'll face the scientific and calculated reality of my vengeance. And while he tries to process the transition from the dream world to the real one, he'll discover that this time, the predator has become prey. Krueger's permanent containment requires measures that surpass conventional methods. After being chemically neutralized, I initiate the protocol I designated as Morpheus's. The first phase is neurosurgical, a precise procedure I developed after years studying the unique physiology of spectral beings. The goal isn't to kill Krueger, that's already proven impossible. It's something more, definitive. The specific lobotomy I designed selectively deactivates the areas of the cerebral cortex responsible for dream manipulation, but the real breakthrough comes from technology I acquired from a Thanagarian ship. The stasis field is a marvel of alien engineering that I modified specifically for this case. It not only keeps Krueger in suspended animation, it creates an isolated reality bubble where time practically stops. Not even the Justice League's most powerful telepaths could establish mental contact with what's inside. Some would say this fate is worse than death. Maybe it is. but for an entity that feeds on others' fear and suffering, eternity in a dreamless void is the only appropriate sentence. The containment field is buried in the depths of the Batcave, protected by security systems that rival those of the Phantom Zone. If anyone tries to free him, well, let's say I've installed contingency protocols even for this scenario. The implications of this plan go beyond Krueger. In a world where even dreams can be weapons, we need to be prepared for threats that transcend physical reality. This protocol proves that even the most powerful entities can be contained with proper preparation. Fear remains the most powerful weapon that exists. The difference is that now, not even the masters of terror are safe from it. And what about the Man of Steel? If Krueger can invade dreams, what would stop him from reaching even Superman? After all, even the last son of Krypton needs to sleep. Are his dreams as indestructible as his body? Share your theories in the comments, and stay alert. The next contingency plan might be about someone you least expect. And remember, in Gotham, nightmares are real, but I am worse. I am Batman.
Wow. Hold on. I'm interested to see what people thought of that. After explaining this, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. After explaining his contingency plan, they should have added the fight scene to see the plan. Yeah, I wanted to be real, as blown away I was about all that he just planned there. I'm like, I want to see that. I was literally thinking the same thing. Yeah, I was saying, I was like, get Dr. Fate. I mean, yes, Batman likes to do things on his own, but Dr. Fate could have made that a whole much better, easier. He says Batman would be better off traveling to the Marvel Universe and getting Doctor Strange to erase the name Freddy Krueger from everyone's. I mean, yeah, I mean, all that stuff Batman could, I mean, he can do, but it's not necessary. I mean, you know Dr. Fate and some other characters. What's the brother's name in the Justice League? He's a spear who goes into your body, controls you for a little bit. Can't he fight Freddy Krueger as well? But yeah, Dr. Fate can make it all easy. Batman only sleep like 5 minutes a day, so Freddy better act quick. Yeah. But truthfully, I feel like Batman would fall asleep on purpose and control his dreams even better than Yeah, that was still amazing just to hear that, though. Like, goodness gracious. Shout out to the Nexus. I'll put the Nexus, this video in the description below. But yeah, that was amazing how he broke that down. I just knew he was going to go to Fate or somebody. But no, he doing this with him and Lucius. I love Batman, bro. That amazed me. All these years, I still get amazed how he makes this stuff up. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let me know what you feel about it. And yeah, check out later.